And then there was a lot of primer painting. I chose Fintex stopper called paint, that's insulating primer. It supposedly manages to mask or seal in any odors, and it also has really good coverage, so very small amount of that paint will give really good cover even over like straight black background, and it actually seems to be true. Anyway, first we started with the brush and roller in the first room, but after the first room I figured out that it took us a whole day to paint that one room, and my sister was helping me, so it was going to take a lot of time to actually get it done. So in a big supermarket near me there was this Black & Decker something something HVLP, high volume low pressure paint gun on sale. It was just 79 euros, so I figured I'll give it a try. And in Finland you can return items, even a paint gun that has been used, so yeah, I took the risk, and yeah. And it seems to be a really cool device for this. How the HVLP paint gun works is that it moves high volumes of air through the nozzle, and it makes kind of a fan shape out of it. And thanks to the what's that effect called? The Venturi effect. Thanks to Venturi effect, the air picks up some paint all the time from the needle that is protruding from the middle of the nozzle. So I just figured out what is the correct ratio to mix up the paint, the deodorizer, and the water. And it was about 10% deodorizer and 5 to 7% water in addition to that. And that seemed to work fine. It took me a couple of tries, but yeah. And it seems that it's not the same viscosity with water or with the deodorizer. The deodorizer seemed to thin it way faster than with just water. I tried it a bit on this scrap piece of wood. It's a door to the last room, which I wasn't sure if I'm going to reuse or not. And well, in the end, it's actually turned out pretty fine, so I'm probably going to reuse it. But yeah, I have just watched some videos on how to paint with a paint gun, and it's very different with this one. With the high pressure paint gun that the auto painters use, you use really fast motions and really thin paints, and you will get a beautiful shiny surface with that, with just tons and tons of very thin layers. But me using latex paints, that dries really fast, and also it doesn't really come out that easily out of the gun. I had to paint kind of slowly and steadily and slowly to get a good surface. And it seems that to get good surface I had to try to get it right on the first pass, or I had to wait for about half an hour to get another pass. After I was happy with the testing, I just went at it. I just chose a spot where to start and started gunning some paint through my paint gun on the ceiling. it seems to be worked quite fine. In the start, it was clogging up pretty fast, so it took me about 10 minutes to paint this one section of the ceiling. Uh, After I got the ratios right, I would have probably painted like at least half of the room already in that time. But once I got the hang of it, I really started to pick up speed. Anyway, thanks for watching. There's actually a couple of, well, at least one more video about painting coming up.